Hello there and welcome to the channel, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about the top 5 shade loving plants from National Treasure Alan Titchmarsh. He's fantastic. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through them quickly. I'm going to be giving you my opinion. I'll be suggesting other cultivars that I think would be a better fit, just my opinion, and at the end of it I'm going to be giving you my top 5 shade loving plants, so you can decide whether you prefer Alan's, whether you prefer mine, and if you've got any that you think I've missed out or that should be considered, then put that in the comments down below. We would love to hear from you. So let's get on with it. What is Alan's top 5 shade loving plants? Now I know in the original video that he's made he has 7, but 7 just doesn't fit in the YouTube title sequence, so it will be 7, but I'm still calling it top 5. I have to say this. Shady parts of the garden tend to be dark because of the lack of light, because it's been blocked by a wall, the canopy of a large tree. Other things, obviously. Now, if you're planting other plants into a shady position, if all your plants are green, that green colour is just going to melt into the background of all the other green plants that are in the shade. You are not going to be able to spot one from another in that big wash of darkness. So when it comes to choosing shade loving plants, I prefer to choose plants that have a bitter colour, that will kick out against the darkness of those around it and give you some decent ornamental value in an area that, let's be honest with you, can be a bit dull and boring. I just wanted to say that before I start. And if you've seen these videos before, you know I don't like pink. Now I am covering Alan's list in the same order that he has, which is the least favourite first of his favourites and his most favourite last. And we're starting with Mahonia Charity, which, to be honest with you, is a rather handsome, quite architectural plant, which I am not offended by it. It is very dark green, although there is one thing I don't like about it, and that is the viciously sharp needles on its leaves. I don't like plants that bite back, but it has these absolutely glorious plumes of yellow flowers that it is winter flowering. It will stand out a mile, so in that respect it is actually a really good choice. However, once it's not flowering, it is just a dark green blob in the shade that you don't really see. And when I say a blob, quite a big blob, this plant can grow up to 4 meters tall. So I'm not going to dismiss that one. It's robust, it's reliable, it's easy to find in the shops, and it will come back year after year and provide good architectural look to the garden. Just be aware that over the summer when you're walking around your garden in your bare feet, just keep away from the fallen leaves, because wow, they hurt. Nasty. I do have in my opinion, a better alternative for you. Mahonia Eurobraata. Several things I really like about this. Firstly, it has the Award of Garden Merit. That means it's been trialled and proven to be robust and reliable, so you can buy it and grow it with confidence. Secondly, the cultivar Soft Caress doesn't have any needles on the leaves, so you can work around it, pad about in your bare feet, and not get attacked. So that is a great plus for this particular plant. Also, the flowering time. It's a summer flowering variety. So when you're actually in the garden enjoying your plants, seeing the ornamental blooms of everything you've purchased and worked for, this one, you'll be able to see it when you're out there. Now, why not buy both? Let's be honest with you. They're quite different. Different flowering times, different habits. They're tough as old boots. So Mahonias, the Soft Caress would be the one that I would choose. But if you do want winter colour, that Charity, that you can't deny. That is a knockout plant when that's in flower. Really, really good. Oh, hold on a minute. If you're finding this video useful or even just mildly amusing, then don't forget to click the thumbs up, press on that subscription, and if you want to be notified of whenever we release a new video, then click on that notification bell. It helps us more than you know, and it allows us to do stupid visits like this in the future. Anyway, let's continue to find out what old boiled butt has to say. Put my bloody glasses back on. Too hot, too sunny. It's too lovely. Alan's next choice is Hooka Paris, and it's chosen a good form. It has an award of garden merit. It has pink flowers. It's fine. I just think you could choose any other Hooka cultivar for better foliage, not having pink flowers, and you would do well. Hookas are great. Well done, Alan. But pink and the colour variegation on that leaf is it's not good enough. It's not good enough. If you're planting that somewhere shady, it's just gonna, like I say, gonna melt into the background. You're not gonna see it. So any other Hooka, just not that one. Epimedium Pubigium. I'm aware there's probably at least another dozen ways of pronouncing that species name. Just look at it. Could that be any more boring? I'm not a fan. I really am not a fan. They do get a little bit of ornamental leaf colour on the new growth coming through. It does nothing for me. I don't like it. I'd be happy if I never saw one for the rest of my life. But there you go. Some people like it. They are quite popular. It is just my opinion, as I've said, and everybody, even me, is entitled to their own opinion. But I do have two other varieties of Epimedium. Again, neither of which I particularly like, but I feel they have more ornamental value to be given in the shady place. And I'll tell you which ones those are right now. My first choice is the Epimedium Rub, which has by far the best foliage colour. Now you get that foliage colour on the new growth. These plants are classed as semi-evergreen, so if it isn't particularly cold over the winter, it will hold on to its old leaves. But if it knocks them all back, then all that fresh growth will come through. Look absolutely lovely. Very good reddish tinge on that foliage, and also a little bit of autumn colour at the end of the year. So that is by far the best regarding foliage colour. But if you want flowers, then Amber Queen is a fantastic variety, and again, award of garden merit. So either of those two would be my preferred options. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't have any of them. They just don't do it for me. These planes ever going to stop going over? It's like Piccadilly Circus round here. Alchemilla mollis, very, very boring. No. Alchemilla Arythropoda, better. Now we've got to Alan Titchmarsh's #1 most favouriteest of all of his favourite shade-loving plants, and it is the Geranium Fam, or Fiam, say it how you like, I don't care. And he's chosen a really lovely pale pink variety. It's a perfectly fine plant. If you like pink, you're going to love this one. Doesn't do it for me at all. But there is an absolutely superb geranium called Roseanne. Let me tell you about this one. I do quite like this one, and I'm not a big fan of geraniums, but this one I would actually buy with real money out of my own pocket. It has these quite large, 5 centimetre wide, purplish blue blooms, and they flower pretty much all over the summer, really, really long lasting, whereas many geraniums, they don't last too long. This one is so good that it was shortlisted for the Chelsea Flower Show Plant of the Century. Come on, give it up. Well, that was quite hard work. And now it's my turn. And if you want to make your own video where you start picking apart all of my plant choices, you are more than welcome to do so. Anyway, let's get on with it.
Woo!
Now, my first suggestion is the positively luminescent Brunnera macrophylla cultivar Jack Frost, which has an award of garden merit. This is arguably one of the best shade loving plants, and I'll tell you why. It's because it shines in the border. It literally shines in the border. The leaves are huge, silvery coloured. It is one of the very best choices that you can make, assuming you have the same opinions as me. Look at that, what an absolutely magnificent specimen for the shade, commonly known as the Siberian Buglos. This is a native to the Caucasus. The original species is a rather boring green, I have to be honest with you, but this Jack Frost, I mean, it is, look, it has reflective backings to the cells, and it just sends that light back right at you. And absolutely, probably, I mean, you can't deny, this is a stunning plant for the shade. And if you haven't got one, you've got to question your mind. For my next choice, I'm going to be looking at that gorgeous range of architectural foliage, wonderful colour forms. That's right, I'm talking about hostas, and I'm quite surprised that Alan hasn't included hostas in his very own list. I can understand why some people aren't too keen on them, because slugs can be quite partial to the leaves, but you know, if you put in decent slug management, you'll be absolutely fine. So they are shade tolerant. They do like the soil to be irregularly moist. You get dwarf forms, you get quite large forms, and we have a selection of them here. Can I just say that majority of these shade loving plants that are on my top list of 5 plants, they're already growing in my garden because I absolutely love them and they do such a good job. If you look at Alan Titchmarsh's garden, which is it's a stunning piece of art, and clearly takes up an awful lot of maintenance, so not cheap to put in, not cheap to maintain. He hasn't got any of these plants that he's saying are his favourite. What's going on there? This is a fairly recent colour form. This one is called Sai Berian Tiger, and even the flowers aren't too bad, although on my plant they have gone over a wee bit, but they do have this wonderful white striping on the leaves that does tend to fade as the plant gets older, but I will forgive it because that is stunning. And look at this colour form with its creamy white, thick margins. Absolutely shines with the sun on it. It is at the end of the day, so it just peeks around and gets a bit of light on it. Beautiful. And this giant leaved hosta, leaves are so big, it's the size of your head. Look at that. One of my favourites, that. My next choice, tree ferns, otherwise known as the Dixonia Antarctica. Absolutely wonderful, will tolerate full shade, will even tolerate full sun if given enough water. I would suggest put it on irrigation. I don't need to say anything else. This is just a superb plant. Ooh, getting old. This one is an absolute star. It's the only hardy evergreen shrub that is on my list. It's a colour form developed in Japan, grows to between 1.5 meters to 2.5 meters, and you cannot have it growing in full sun. It must be in full shade to semi-shade. Permanently or regularly moist soils. Just be aware, I've planted this under a tree to get this shade, but during periods of drought the tree will compete, so make sure it gets plenty of water. But what a wonderful thing. I don't think there's anything else in the catalogue of hardy evergreen shrubs that can produce this colour in the shade. I really can't. This has got to be one, it's got to be at the top of your list. Is it number one? Ooh, don't know. That Brunnera is pretty good, but you know, definitely top 5. And if it isn't on your top 5, there might be something wrong with you. Your heart could be missing. Aww. No, not that, just behind it. Hakonicloa macra, the Japanese forest grass. I think these are absolutely stunning. Semi-shade, permanently moist soil, but free draining. Have I just mentioned that the last 3 or 4 of my choices are all from Japan? That's a little bit weird. Maybe that's just how it is. But what a beautiful thing. It's just so evocative of the exotics. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I shouldn't do that. Beautiful plant. If you want a grass, you want something unusual, these are superb. Really enjoy these. You don't tend to see them very often in the garden centres. You do see them in fancy gardens, and I imagine Chelsea back in the day when they knew what a plant was. Love it, love it. You can call me sentimental, but I absolutely love these Japanese painted ferns. It's another Japanese plant. Aetherium nipponicum. There's a few really good colour forms. I can't remember what this one is, but I have bought a selection that are currently waiting to be potted on, which I will show you a bit later. But what a wonderful thing. I think this is going to be my last one, although this being my shady bed, I know it's sunny right now, but it's the end of the day and the sun has come around. Does somebody want to tell me why this variegated sedum is looking so good in my shady border? Should that be happening? Not really, but that looks absolutely fine. Should this be in my list? It is worthy of it. Anyway, those are my top plants for shady places, and you can let us know in the comments whether you like my plants for shady places or Alan's plants for shady places, and you may well not have liked any of them. And if so, you can put down your favourite ones in the comments. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Right, now, just before you go, if you want to see more content, more behind the scenes stuff, and images that I've taken of some weird freaky plants over the years, then you're in luck, because we've created an Instagram page. So you can find the link in our description. You can find the link on our main page, and if I'm clever enough, I might be able to get a link somewhere up there. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you want to see more YouTube stuff, then check out this video here. That's quite a good one. And if it doesn't float your boat, then another one right there. And enjoy these while I still got the strength, imagination and aptitude to make them. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.